Hi, I'm Josh, and I make lyric analysis videos here on YouTube. If you want more, then press that subscribe button. Today, we are looking at the song So Sorry by Hangnail. So Sorry was released on the Transparent album in 2003. In all honesty, it is regularly in my music rotation, and my wife heard it and said I needed to do a video on it. If you have not heard the song, which is my guess, I'll be sure to make sure there's links available. As usual, this is one opinion critique, and as I've stated, I am a fan of this music, but I will do my best to stick with what the lyrics have to say, and hopefully it can justify why I like it so much. Before lyrics, let's talk form. This is a simple verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus. As you can see, that gives us 3 different sections. The first half of the verse is as follows. I can't defend every shameful mention of me. It takes a long time searching before you conceive that every moment and each selection separate your reputation from what you think others perceive. There's a lot to unpack here. The first line is an admittance that the singer cannot stop every person from speaking poorly of them. This is easy to connect with because we often jump to defend ourselves if we hear someone talking about us in a bad light. The next 3 lines can be rephrased to, it takes time to realize that if you take any sampling, your reputation becomes different from what you think your reputation is. The broader idea here is that your reputation is never what you perceive it to be. This is because of the complexities that take place within relationships. For instance, you might think someone is disappointed with you because of your most recent mistake that you can't seem to get over. However, they have already forgotten that mistake. This continues to drive that idea of being unable to always defend yourself by making it clear that you don't always need to defend yourself, because your actions speak louder than someone else's words. Logically here, it can seem like a weird change in subject, as the singer switches between I and you. This is not a problem, however, because it is the reflecting of what the I has went through. The I is stating what they have learned to be universal, the you being anyone and not directed at a specific person. We move to the second half of verse 1. Who am I to decide the intent and every motivation behind an event? I see through tainted vision when I can't even read myself. This is the singer questioning why they have spent such time thinking they know what other people think and why they do things. It is an admittance of fault, such a deep fault that the singer makes these assumptions based on their experiences. It gets to the point that the singer isn't even sure of their own intentions. The chorus is an understanding of these reflections. So sorry, I'm the one waving scarlet flags overhead, declaring this unstable ground. So sorry, I'm the one, unafraid of breaking the news. So sorry, I'm the only one. This is an apology for pointing out the flaws in our minds. The singer has an understanding that we as humans will try to defend anything someone else points out to be a flaw. So they understand that by pointing out these issues to everyone, people will be upset. Now, the singer is not afraid of these upset people, but shows an understanding that they are upset. Let's look at the first half of the second verse. When confrontation feels like posing a threat, and when you're miles from making a regiment, you're getting nowhere, you might consider moving on, because perseverance doesn't always mean overcome. We will get to some definitions here. The first line, though, feels so relevant. talking through differences often feels like an attack. We often fail to take the time to understand counterarguments and just dive headfirst into thinking the other person must be wrong if they disagree. This attack idea is drawn even more with the use of regiment, a permanent unit of an army typically commanded by a colonel and divided into several companies, squadrons, or batteries, and often into 2 battalions. This is very interesting because at first I thought of this as simply being very close to drawing battle lines. However, these are permanent. This is being close to completely destroying the relationship. This is not reversible, and as a result of a simple disagreement. These last 2 lines in this section are very interesting to me as well. Don't we always equate perseverance with overcoming? Let's take a look at some definitions. Perseverance: persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Overcome: succeed in dealing with a problem or difficulty. Here, perseverance is the act, and overcoming is the completion. That would make you think then that perseverance leads to overcome. And it can, but the line is that it does not always. In this example, we still have a few ways that we can take this. The perseverance could be the difficulty of accepting the disagreement and not trying to overcome the opposing arguments. A call to persevere. Or it could be that the perseverance could not lead to a solution at all. Continuing to attempt to resolve a problem doesn't guarantee a solution. A call to understanding that perseverance is not always the answer. Verse 2 just keeps the heavy blows coming. Why try to hide the obvious? You'll never reach success from solemnness. I've set the standards lower. I've managed to restore my past. Here we see the question of why do we try to hide our failures and pain? This ties in with that idea that we want everyone to think we have a perfect life, only sharing the good or spinning the bad so we look good even though we know the flaws and that we've done something terribly wrong. Solemnness is a quality or state of being very serious and formal. Here we see solemnness as a continuation of that first line. It is caused by hiding our pain or rejecting joy, causing us to never be successful, or at least never view ourselves as such. The last line of this verse are also very interesting, as it offers the solution by telling us what the singer has done. Decided to focus on themselves and not their reputation, or to stop caring so much what others think of them. Verse 2 feels much more direct about how unstable the world is and gives examples of how quickly relationships shatter. This then leads to another chorus, and I think the point of the chorus is more clear after the understanding of the second verse. This song is very interesting. I really enjoy some of the depth that we find throughout. I don't have any issues with the logic. I understand that the I and you can be confusing to change, but I really do think it works here as the you being something that should be universally relatable, and the I statements being how the singer has chosen to deal with those previous universal statements. What do you think? Please let me know if there are any glaring issues you have found, or if you find this to be a profound song with much to teach us. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, think before you sing.